Ravenshaw University in Odisha has become a major political role these days after Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan suggested the renaming of the university. Mr. Pradhan's remarks have sparked strong reactions from various organizations, including several political parties in Odisha. The varsity was named after British bureaucrat Thomas Edward Ravenshaw, who has a deep historical roots. The Union Minister, Mr. Pradhan, recently while attending an event, had questioned the legacy of Ravenshaw. He put several questions like what did Ravenshaw, after whom the university is named? What was his role during the famine? Why lakhs of people killed in the famine while he was the commissioner? Ravenshaw was the commissioner. The minister alleged that the calamity had occurred due to the administrative failure of the British authorities, including T.E. Ravenshaw. Why should such a prestigious university of Odisha should be named after the British commissioner? Pradhan questioned this. So friends, before going to the discussion, we should know the historical background of the institution, Ravenshaw University. Ravenshaw University in Cuttack was established in the year 1868, and Ravenshaw University has been named after Thomas Edward Ravenshaw, the British national who served as the governor of Odisha from 1865 to 1878. Founded as Ravenshaw College in 1866, the institution was established just 2 years after the devastating Odisha famine of 1866. The institution initially operated as a school with intermediate classes and with 6 students. However, it was elevated to a full-fledged first-grade college in 1876 after Ravensshaw's proposal was accepted by the government of Bengal. Earlier it was known as Cuttack College until it was renamed as Ravenshaw College in the honor of T.E. Ravenshaw. The institution was given the status of a full-fledged university in the year 2006, and currently it hosts nearly 8,000 students across 9 schools and 33 departments. It is the only public university in the state to have got an ASCA plus grade. Thomas Edward Ravenshaw was born on July 1st, 1827 to John Woodridge Ravenshaw, who is an officer in the British East India Company. Thomas worked for the Indian Civil Service as the Commissioner of Revenue and Circuit at Cuttack from 1870 to 1878. He played a pivotal role in the establishment of educational institutes in Odisha, and he persuaded the British government to set up a school in Cuttack. The government accepted the demand with the condition that a public contribution of rupees 30,000 be deposited for the proposed college. And Ravenshaw took up this matter as an object of his personal interest. He guaranteed the collection of the required amount, and the institute was established as a school which was later named after him to honor his legacy. His initiatives led to the establishment of Cuttack Girls Schools also, which initially ran as a primary school. In 1873, the name of this girls' school was renamed as Ravenshaw Hindu Girls School. So Ravenshaw also joined hands with Dr. W.D. Stewart, the civil surgeon of Cuttack, to expand medical education in the region. At last, he died on February 4th, 1914 at the age of 86. The institution has now produced many illustrious alumni, including those are the public figures, the prominent figures like Nandini Satpathy and Biju Patnaik, who have significantly shaped Odisha's history. The debate surrounding its renaming reflects the complex relationship between the institution's colonial past and its role in the development of modern Odisha. So regarding the responsibility for killing of lakhs of people, I want to say that there were several factors leading to the famine. First, the famine was precipitated by the carelessness of the British administration in charge of Odisha division, as well as the natural and economic disasters. This is one factor which led to the famine, the Onkudurvikya. Monsoon began early and there was no rainfall between October and November in the year 1866. The lands dried up and crops damaged. And the second factor was food grain scarcity. In 1865, the wealthy Telinga Kumti of Madras Presidency imported 33,000 tons of rice. These exports consumed all the surplus of rice from the state of Odisha. Friends, each year Odisha was exporting around 20,000 tons of rice. This was the mismanagement. British government did not import food grains. There was little attention paid for the development of agriculture. In September 1865, rainfall completely ceased, and by the end of October month, rice becomes scarce and expensive. This was a factor. And another factor of the famine was lack of communication facilities. It was crossed by unbridged rivers, which discouraged traders to trade in Calcutta. There were no bridges over the rivers. So Odisha was inaccessible during rainy season. If there had been effective communication between Odisha and Calcutta, the government could have easily brought food grains from Calcutta to meet the demand of the people. And there was no connection between the ruler and the populace. Mainly the officers, those who were appointed then, they were the Bengali officers. They had not paid visits to rural or the isolated places. They would have been aware of the people's sufferings. Even then the Commissioner of Odisha he was not aware of the people's plight. The Bengali officers did not inform the officers. They did not inform Ravenshaw. And the last factor was the media. At that time, there were no media outlets, print or electronic, to publicize the famine. There is no local dailies that could have published the people's plight for the attention of the government. So this was also another factor for the famine. Then at last in December 1866, an inquiry commission was established which gave it reports on April 6, 1867. The commission members were President George Campbell, W. Morton and H. L. Dampier. The commission in its report said that the catastrophe was caused by the administrative authorities' negligence. Due to negligence of the authorities and errors by certain individual officers. The Commission, in its report, clearly had mentioned that the catastrophe was caused by the administrative authorities' negligence, due to negligence of the then authorities, and errors by certain individual officers. I want to say certain individual officers means some Bengali officers. In 1866 there was a blessing in disguise also, because it ushered a new era in Odisha administrative service. The government adopted a benevolent attitude and policies towards Odisha, towards the people of Odisha. And Ravenshaw stimulated the government machinery for the promotion of education in Odisha following the famine. He established a number of vernacular schools in rural areas with an emphasis on Odia language. He converted Kotak Jilla School into Kotak College, which was later changed its name to Ravenshaw College. And the name of the college was also not given by himself, it was given by Maharaja Krishna Chandra Banjadev, due to the effort of T. Ravenshaw. Higher education got into a new height. Odia language was prosperous today due to effort of T. Ravenshaw. But it is unfortunate statement given by the Union Minister Dharmendra Pradhan under the cover of Odia Asmita. I myself, as an old student of Ravenshaw College, I think the Union Education Minister lacks basic knowledge of the history of the Ravenshaw as well as the state and the contribution of Ravenshaw to higher education in Odisha. He should have read a little history before giving his statement. Changing the name of Ravenshaw University does not change the character or increase the quality of education. Rather, the Union Education Minister should take steps to improve the quality of education. Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan, you and your BJP party should change its mindset and should refrain from the act of changing the name and color of institutions which you did earlier so in the country. Ravenshaw is an emotion, and instead of being bothered about trivial things like renaming it, you take steps to develop it into a world-class university, convert it into a central university so that people will admire you. And you had really pain to lakhs of Ravenshawians. With this, myself, Jagdannath Pradhan. Namaskar.